Hi everyone, my name is Victor and I'm one of the authors of Technique.com. Today we're going to continue with our course and we're going to be looking at software installation in Linux part 3. We're going to be looking at RPM in Linux with examples. Alright, and quick one, if you're going to be writing the RHCSA 8 or the LFCS or the SUSE Linux exam, just scroll down to the end of this website and click on the exam practice questions. All right. So we're going to be updating this website from time to time. So you can always come here and check the practice questions and practice with before you write the exam. It's very important. I'm also going to be dropping the link to the website in the description section below. Okay, so having understood the concepts and terminologies around software installation in Linux Part 1 and Part 2, all right, so it's high time we looked at what RPM is. In one of the videos, I mentioned that RPM is a package manager. So you should also know that RPM is a package manager as well as a package file type with the extension .rpm. So there are always softwares or packages in Linux that, most especially in Red Hat or Red Hat based Linux distributions that has .rpm as the extensions. So to install such packages, just as the same way you're going to be installing a .exe package in on Windows, right? Just that one single package which has .exe. The same way you also have it here on Red Hat. So you're going to be having a package with just an extension of .rpm, and you need to install it. So to install such kind of package or software, you need to use the rpm command followed by hyphen, which means install, right? Then the name of the package with the .rpm extension. So for example, let me just look for a package which has .rpm extension. I can add verbose and human readable form. All right. So I remember that we configured the yum local repository in ISO files and followed by upstream, right? Followed by these are the packages we have in the ISO. Let's see what we have. The RPM packages. Whoa, about 5,184. Okay, since I don't know anyone right now, so I'm just going to use the Y command. Okay, so let me just pick one. Let's pick ABRT. But you can see the extensions there. They all have .rpm extensions. So to install a .rpm extension file, you need to use the rpm hyphen I to install that, and you can add all other options you wish if you wish. All right, so let me just pick this file, this Java file, and let's install this. So you can see that ABRT is needed by ABRT Java connector. In one of the videos, I mentioned dependencies. That's with RPM package manager, you always have dependencies issues, and that's why the Yum package manager was later developed, and also the DNF package manager. So this is one of the dependency issue we mentioned. I said a dependency might depend on another dependency, and that dependency will also depend on another dependency, and that dependency will also depend on that dependency. So I mean sometimes it's hell. But let's see if this dependency does not depend on another dependency. So let's just pick this. For example, let's see .rpm. Gonna have .rpm. Oops, sorry, I didn't specify the path. So let's specify the path here. .rpm. All right, so you can see that this is also needed by this dependency again. Anyways, that's why you should always use the Yum package manager. You understand? And sometimes too, you should. There are some cases that you would need to use the RPM package manager, but then it wouldn't depend on a lot of dependencies. Okay. You should also know that RPM is not that bad. with RPM, you can do a lot with packages, even though it's been replaced with YUM and DNF. All right, so RPM package manager can be used to query packages as well. So, for example, to query a file in a package, use the command rpm q query the file, all right, and the name of the file. So let's use the httpd conf, for example. So another thing you can use the RPM to do is to list the configuration files in a package. So to do that, use the RPM QC. Let's see the HTTPD package. All right, so these are the configuration files in this package. You can also use RPM to verify installed package. So you can do RPM, for example, let's do HTTPD is also installed. Okay, and also of course kernel. Kernel is also installed too. Of course, without a kernel, then there is no operating system. Like we've said, to use the RPM to install a package, use the RPM -ivh sorry, and the package name. All right. So to use RPM to update a package, use the command RPM -u means update. All right. Rebels human readable form and the name of the package as well. So to use RPM to delete a package, all right. Of course, RPM package, you use the command RPM which is remove, then the name of the package. All right. To query or list the document file of a package, use the command QD, which is query document file, and the name of the package. So if I use LVM2, so it's going to create the document file of the package. To use RPM to verify on all installed packages, we do RPM-QA. All right, just as when we used YUM as well. And you should also know that as an administrator, you wouldn't just want to install any package, especially the ones downloaded from an external repository without verifying it. So it is a good idea to have a look at the package script before you actually install the package. So there's what we have, there's a pre-installation package script and a post-installation script as well. So it's a good idea to always verify a package script before you, if it has actually, before you install the package. All right. You should also verify the post-installation script after the package has been installed if you do not trust where you're downloading the package from. So to use the RPM to check for the installation script of a package that hasn't been installed, use the command rpm-q, then p-script, all right, and the name of the package. So let me try and look for one. So this is RPM. Let's see this. Okay, I have installed this. All right. Okay, so to check for the installation scripts of the package that has already been installed, you use the command. Let's use this command rpm-q and script. Then followed by the package. All right. I think something is wrong. I need to add q here. Okay, so you can see the installation script of the HTTPD package. Like I have said, you can do a lot with RPM. To know more about a command, always use the command RPM, for example, -up, or you can always use the man page of that command. All right. If you want to know more about RPM, you can come to this website. Basically, we've covered everything we should cover for the RHCSA 8 exam. All right. So I'm going to drop the link to the website in the description section below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and bye for now.